Namaskar and welcome to Aadyog. The title says it very well. Manifest now or never. Everybody who's trying to manifest, they're forgetting the basic laws, how this system works. That's why I would say 99.9% of the people are unable to manifest. And the 0.1% people who are doing it, sometimes it's quite accidental. Alright, so this video is not about discussing who is succeeding, who is not. It's about how you can succeed. This is the biggest mantra of manifestation. If you cannot buy our course on manifestation, just write down these steps. You will find a way. And if you need personal guidance for astrology, for yoga, for manifestation, link is in the description. You just need to send us an email. We'll get in touch. Now see it in this way. First, you need to realize who you really are. You think yourself as a body, as an ABC person who is going through XYZ situations, and you are struggling, oh, I have this kind of scenario, oh, I have this kind of scenario. It's with everybody. Everybody has some kind of scenario. Without any scenario, there is no life. So, get that picture out of your system. First, you need to figure out what you need to manifest. If it is random, it's never going to work. So you have to precise. In that precision, if you are getting some free will kind of manipulations, when somebody else has the free will to take an action and you are trying to manipulate that person, it might succeed, it might not. And I would suggest never do that. The failure will be very bad. Now comes the point. As you are finding your goal, you come down to a point where, okay, this is my goal. In this direction I have to go. The very first thing is that. Then comes the journey of manifestation. In this journey, first of all, is to understand who you really are, apart from these circumstances or the situations that you are facing. It could be anything, relationship issues. I was just joking to one of my students that I shall start relationship coaching. Yeah, if you need that, contact me. If you're struggling with money, health, relationships, first, you need to understand you are not this body. And if you understand it in a very theoretical way, it will stick with you for some time until you are in the process. And whenever you are down to, I would say, when depression takes over, when something negative takes over, because the moments will come, then the theoretical knowledge goes away. So the very first aspect is to understand who you really are beyond this body. Is not only to understand it, then experience it. That's where you need a teacher, that's where you need a mentor, that's where you need a guru. So who you really are. I am theoretical version, I'm giving it to you. 5 basic elements. Fire, earth, air, space. Space is space, but in Hindi we call it Akash, which has entirely different meaning to explain. We'll do it in the course. Then comes the water. These elements constitutes a body, and in each element there is presence of another element. in Agni, the fire. The presence of air is already there. The presence of space is already there. The presence of touch is already there. How to manipulate it? Here is the study. Here is the aspect. For now, what you need to understand, we all are light beings. How? You're perceiving this reality, whatever you are seeing. The light is coming in your eyes. There are receptors in your eyes, in retina, which activates certain cells, which creates an image, inverted image, the opposite image, inside the back of the head, and where the whole picture and every emotion attached to is analyzed in your back part of your head. Now consider this. Each chakra has been given a frequency, a light, a color. Lower the color, lower the frequency. Higher the color, higher frequency. Violet, higher color, higher frequency. Lower frequency creates matter. Now somebody can argue, to create matter, to create manifestation alive, you have to indulge in the lower vibration. Yes, true. But if that regulatory system is coming from the matter itself, from the lower frequency, it will disturb very soon. Very soon. So you have to come from a higher frequency to manage the lower frequency. If you are managing the lower frequency with the lower frequency, it will become an amalgamation. It could be good or bad at the same time, but only for a limited time period until it becomes entirely something else. So now you have to be a part of the color scheme of life. This is where, when anybody takes this manifestation course, I look through their astrological chart, what they are here to do, what color, what kind of color combination they need, what kind of frequency they need more, where to work. Then the journey starts. Then comes the second part that you can work with. Go with the music frequencies. Rock music, or you can say this, what you call is techno music or something like that. It creates lower frequencies. Sometimes not only lower frequencies, it disturbs the higher frequencies as well. So listen calm music, spiritual music, or just music which is very soothing music, slow music, in order to tune with the higher frequencies. The best thing you can do is buy, this is an Indian instrument, musical instrument, harmonium. So we practice 7 swar, the 7 notes, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. You practice them. As you practice these notes, your chakras will get in balance just with the notes, and your frequencies will be higher. Yeah? Okay. When you understand and experience that you are light beings, the light itself is creating matter into existence, but before light, what it is? It's frequency. When certain frequency vibrates at a certain speed, it becomes light. Then from light, it becomes matter. So I would suggest, because it is different with everybody, because everybody goes through certain circumstances of their life, so it cannot be centralized. It has to be, that's why my students, I take one-on-one classes only. So that's how I take fees also. Now the thing is this, you understand this. If the very frequency you are creating a low range of spectrum of light, is creating low materialistic gains. If your frequency creating high note of color, higher frequency, you are creating higher benefit. In both cases, which both cases? Materialistic and spiritual as well. So called spiritual because it's another topic to discuss. So this whole journey of manifestation is not only about materialistic gains, it's about your spiritual growth as well. Otherwise you fail. And people are just trying to have materialistic gains and they don't try to understand the spiritual aspect of it. The third eye comes into existence. How these radiations or this light photons are entering in this eye and how you're seeing your world. The very color of this couch could be pleasing to somebody, it could be disgusting to somebody. It's your world that is coming out of your eyes, that how you are perceiving it. When your perception changes, obviously there are techniques to do that. Changes to what? To your manifestation, to your profit, to what you want to see yourself as in future. So now I have given you two techniques. One, understand that you are not this matter, you are beyond this matter in the form of light. You must meditate. Second thing is harmonium. It's an Indian musical instrument that you can practice with to raise your higher vibration. Goal is a must. Do not mess with free will. Yeah? And there is a lot to talk. It can be a very long video. It can be a 3-hour lecture. But I don't want to get into too deep. Yeah? Even if you are able to manage this, number 1 goal, number 2 practice with meditation as well as your harmonium practice, you are sorted. You are sorted somewhat. But it might fluctuate. Time to time, some things you might be able to manifest, some things you might struggle. It's alright. Still it's alright. It's better than nothing. Just try it. It's my guarantee that you will have experience 10 million% sure about it. You will have your experience. Okay? And if you want to practice manifestation, the real manifestation, yeah, not the bogus techniques, then please consider subscribing this channel. I'll put more techniques here, and you can send us an email if you want to start a course. It's always going to be one-on-one. Yeah? That's all for today. Namaskar.